Alright. Today's Saturday, 1 week out from the show. Doing some delts and traps today.
I'll talk to you Monday morning. Just have the plan for the gym.
Normally on delts and trap days, Saturdays, I start with my medial delts. I always start lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises, then I do a rear delt movement of some sort, and fatigue the delt before I do a press of some sort for the front delt. And then I do traps afterwards. But being a week out from the show, toward the end of the workouts, probably as obviously you've been seeing throughout this whole tape, that energy levels are low and we're starting to fatigue a bit. So I'm going to go straight into doing trap work first, only because it's obviously I've got to pick up some heavier weight to do that, get those traps swolled up, and so I'm going to get that done. That way I can get a good trap workout instead of not being able to do anything efficiently for them later on, being too tired. So that's what the plan is for that. So we're going to go straight into barbell traps, then a little bit of dumbbell traps, and then we'll get into lateral raises after that, and just work with the weight we normally, that we can today. So got my Flex straps on, Flex magazine straps. They're double layered so they won't break. Got my sugar-free Kool-Aid. Got my hat, my bandana. Let's go.
Be right there.
Gotta have big traps to match them big delts. All last year when I was getting ready for the 04 USA and Nationals, I didn't really work my delts at all because everybody wanted to see a little more balance in my body with my delts compared to my back and chest and so on. Well, I decided this year that, me stopping my delt workouts is kind of like Ronnie Coleman if he was going to stop working his back because it's too big, So I went back to working them, and yeah, they're big and maybe a little bit overwhelming, but that's just how my physique is, and that's where I'm going to kill these guys at this contest in 7 days. So we're going to take them big delts, combine with my small waist, and stand in the relaxed position, lined up with all these guys. That's where I'm going to stand out. Obviously combined with my big quads, my sweep on my quads. So I went back to working them, man, because this is my kind of trademark body part. I love training them. I train them good. I'm strong as can be, and they're just a great part for me. And now that my chest is coming up, my back is coming up, it's not going to be an issue anymore. It's like if I were to stop training my arms, They're big, but you can always have a little bit more. And So that's playing with these traps, or these delts. The thing about these traps are, you gotta have big old traps to match these babies. So usually I go 6 or 7 plates for 12 reps. Today we'll see what we can get. We'll probably go 4 or 5, maybe 6. Kingsley can't make it today. He's got some school stuff he has to take care of. So, gonna have to be solo. It's kind of funny. When you talk to people all the time, that's one of their excuses. Well, I would get in there every day, but you know, I don't have a workout partner, or my workout partner didn't show up, so I didn't go, or whatever. That's one of the things you'll find as for some of you younger guys out there, if you haven't already experienced it, there's no workout partner in the world is going to be able to make it every time, or be as dedicated to it as you are. So regardless if he comes in or or not, every day, whether it's leg day, back day, shoulder day, chest day, who cares? You got to make the most of it yourself. So that's how I got over a lot of fear about doing some of the weights. I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck under a bench or stuck in the middle of a squat with heavy weight on top of me. And you just have to throw it off of you. Who cares? You know, but you can't not push yourself if your partner decides not to show up. I haven't spent much time yet posing for you, for the cameras yet, because you'll get enough of that here. This next week when we got the camera in the hotel room, getting ready for the show, you'll probably get sick of how much you see me posing. You end up posing like 4 or 5 times a day just to see what you look like, make sure you're making progress. Make sure the water's coming out. Hope you're enjoying the tape. This is as real as it gets for me. This is just me. And that's, you know, when I was coming up, watching, I think I have every one of the pros' bodybuilding tapes that they made, training tapes. I just wanted to know how they lived their life, what it was all about, you know, so I could emulate that. And that's what I'm trying to give you. Show you what I do. You'll never hear me say it's the way to do it or it's the right way or wrong way. It's just simply my way, you know? That's all it is. Everybody's got their way. There's a lot of different paths, just like a diet. A lot of different paths to the same place, you know, and everybody walks a different road, walks a different path. That's why it takes a pro or a guy 10 years to turn pro, because you have to walk many paths before you figure out which one's right for you. And then even after you turn pro, you're walking still more paths, trying to figure that one out, trying to become Mr. Olympia. About the only thing I'm fueled on right now is knowing that I got 7 days. 7 days, baby. We're gonna be standing on that stage looking for a call out. In fact, right about this time be the end of prejudge. And you'll have a pretty good idea by then as to how well you're gonna do. Have to be a little more careful with the chalk in here than Ronnie does in his gym. They'll get all pissy with me.
How much do you back just a little bit? No problem.
We'll do some balance ball training here at the end of the week for you. Functional training, core training. See, those are the secrets that none of the pros show, you know, is when we do like squatting on the ball, those types of things. That's what really makes you big. Funny thing about these weights, they come over, they sit over here and collect dust all week until me and Kinsey come ruffle them up. We're the only ones in the gym that play with them. You didn't get to see much of that this week. That'll have to be on my next tape. When I was like 17 or 18 or something, I met my first pro and I shook their hands and I couldn't believe how hard and leathery and just like thick they felt, you know. It was weird. And now I've got these big, thick, leathery hands. Calluses all over. It's amazing. You see these guys, you see these pros. When you first see them, you think, man, there's just no way I could end up being like that, you know. They're just so big. 10 years later, you look in the mirror and you're that guy. And you don't even realize it until you see a picture or something and you're like, whoa, that's me. Hardest part's picking them up. That's the coolest part about doing 200-pound dumbbells, dropping them on the floor. Everybody looks.
Attention maintenance, please bring them up to the front desk.
I don't know if you've noticed or not, but throughout all my workouts I haven't worn a belt. I used to wear a belt because all the pros wore belts. Then I broke my back. I broke my L2 and my L4 vertebrae because of a belt. Doing deadlifts. And that big belt being on your abdomen, bending over it, kind of created like a pendulum. And it stretched out my spine and put it kind of in a weird position, so when I pulled, they broke. So I had some bad sciatic pain and stuff for a long time, and then worked through it. Now that I don't wear a belt, my back's stronger than it's ever been. My abdomen's probably a lot stronger too, so I'm quote unquote a little bit more functional now than a bodybuilder than I was whenever I was wearing a belt, just because now I have that core strength that I have to have. Obviously, when you're doing front squats and stuff, your core has to be really strong. And you know, what better way to make it more functional than to not give it support and make it do it itself.
Attention maintenance, please bring them off to the front desk.
Obviously, it doesn't keep me from being able to lift heavy weight. I don't wrap up my knees either. You have to wrap your knees to do a heavy squat. It's like putting on a squat suit before you do a squat. What the hell is that about? You do more weight, but you're not doing the weight. So is it ego training or what? Maybe not the right way, just my way, bomber style.